Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Davian Garden, popularly known as Bolo. You're at Conrad's Unique Fashion in Savannah Lamar. Today is your birthday. Bolo, let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday and may you live to see a whole heap more. And remember that for the best in name brand men's clothing, check out Conrad's Unique Fashion. They are located 2 plazas away from Burger King on Great George Street in Savannah Lamar. Check them out. Now, Bolo, big up yourself. Civil servants and other workers will be paid this week, and most likely it will be your last payday before Different Strokes, which will be held at the Waves Beach in Negril on Saturday, November 18. The promoters of Different Strokes, they think you deserve a reward. So here it is, a payday extension specifically designed for you. Get your early bird tickets by this Friday, October 27. Get your early bird tickets at World of Sports in Negril and Candid Expressions in Savannah Lamar. Tickets are also available online at www.differentstrokesjamaica.com. Remember now, Different Strokes is the big people party of the year and it's a mixed drink inclusive event. Don't miss it. In today's journey, we are now at the entrance to the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay. We are traveling to the east. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, we are learning that the Westmoreland police, they have arrested and charged a guy for arson. His name is Corey Gauntlet. He is 28 years old and he's said to be a farmer. Corey, he's living in the Groveland area of Red Ground in the parish of Westmoreland. What we are learning is that Corey and his neighbors, they have been having a long-standing dispute. It is said that this dispute started when some ducks that Corey was rearing were eaten by some dogs. Corey, he accused his neighbor's dogs of eating the ducks and there were some legal wrangling. Since that time, there has been tension with the neighbors and reports being made at the Negril police station. The allegations in this case is that last week, Monday morning, October 16, about 9:30, the lady who owned the house next door to Corey, she was at work, but at least one family member was at home when the dogs were heard barking in the yard. It is alleged that the family member went and made checks. The family member peeped. It is alleged that the family member saw Corey entering the lady's 2-bedroom board house. It is also alleged that Corey, he had a lighter in his hand. It is said that Corey, he spent about a minute in the house. He came out of the house and picked up a big stone and he was now going towards the family member's house who was peeping out at him. It is alleged that Corey, he was about to fling the stone into the window of the house when the family member who was peeping at him called out to him. Apparently, Corey did not know that family member was at home, and these are the allegations. It is further alleged that Corey, he dropped the stone and ran out of the yard. When he left, the family member went into the house that Corey was seen going into and coming out of, and it was realized that a plastic clothes basket with clothes was set on fire. Based on the allegations, Corey, he wanted to burn down the lady's house. The family member went outside and got a bucket of water and was able to put out the fire. A report was made to the police, and Corey, he was taken into police custody and he was charged for arson. So he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next incident, there was another daylight robbery at the busy Grange Hill Square in the parish of Westmoreland. This took place earlier today, about 10:30. This one, it took place at the DY Supermarket and Wholesale at Top Lincoln in Grange Hill. We are told that hoodlums drove up in a silver Nissan AD wagon motorcar and stopped. 5 hoodlums exited the car. One was armed with an AK-47 rifle and the others, they were armed with handguns. At least 2 of the hoodlums, they fired shots in the air to announce that they meant business. The hoodlums, they then went into the supermarket and took down the Chinese businessman. They proceeded to rob him of cash amounting to over 600,000 Jamaican dollars and 2,000 United States dollars. They also robbed a quantity of cigarettes and top shelf liquor. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the said silver Nissan AD wagon motorcar. Just like that. In this next story, a man who is suspected to be of unsound mind. He was shot and injured at the Savannah Lamar police station. This took place early this morning, about minutes after 1 o'clock. We are learning that the man, who is popularly known as Michael, he went to the Savannah Lamar police station guard room and he started behaving boisterously. The police officers who were on duty, they spoke to him and he walked out of the station. It is said that Michael, he then returned and he started to bang on the guard room counter, threatening to kill off some police officers. We are told that Michael, he again exited the guard room, went across the road and picked up some stones and he attempted to throw them at the police officers. The police officers, they begged Michael to drop the stone, but Michael did not. Michael, he was about to fling a stone when, bam! Michael, he was stopped in his track. He fell to the ground. Luckily, the police officer who shot him was a marksman and that bullet was not a fatal bullet. Michael, he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where he was treated and admitted in a stable condition under police guard. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next story, this one took place last night, Monday, October 23, about some minutes to 8 o'clock. It took place at Orangefield District in the Linstead area of St. Catherine. We are learning that residents of the area, they heard gunshots being fired and they called the police. When the police went and made checks, 2 men were seen covered in blood. One of them is that man on your screen. His name is Rasquiel Givens, but he was popularly known as Ruga. He is 36 years old and he was the operator for the shop in which he was found. Ruga, he was found on his back behind the counter with gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. The other man who was found is that man on your screen. His name is Dayton Dwyer, but he was popularly known as Corey. Corey is 36 years old and he was said to be the watchman at the Orangefield Primary School. Corey, he was seen lying on his back along the side of the road. He too had received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. Both of them, they died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 28 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. And back in the parish of Westmoreland, that man on your screen, his name is Errol Smalling, but he was popularly known as Taylor. Taylor, he was born on April 13, 1975, and he lived in the Wharf Road area of Smithfield in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that Taylor, he did fishing and he also burned coal for a living. Our information is that Taylor, he was asthmatic, but that did not stop him from smoking very hard. He was heard recently complaining of feeling sick and having shorter breath. We are told that Taylor, he did not seek any medical attention. Yesterday afternoon, residents of Wharf Road, they stumbled upon the partially decomposed body of Taylor lying beside his coal skill. The police, they were informed and they processed the scene. We are told that no foul play is suspected, but a post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain Taylor's cause of death. Sad indeed. Now, in this next story, this one took place just this afternoon. Tuesday, October 24, about 12:30. It took place at Tank Road in the Cambridge area of St. James. We are learning that a man, his name is Owen Morris, but he was popularly known as Orette. Orette was born on July 14, 1979, 44 years old, and he lived at Train Line in the Tank Road area. We are told that Orette, he went into a shop in the area when hoodlums pounced. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire hitting Orette to his head, his back, his buttocks, and his upper body. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. Residents, they rushed with Orette to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition, but at minutes to 2 o'clock, Orette, he succumbed to his injuries whilst he was being treated. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, last week, Wednesday, October 18, I carried a story about that guy on your screen. His name is Delano Woolcock, but he was popularly known as Rankin. Rankin, he was born on August 17, 1992, 31 years old, and he lived at a place named Bushland in the Orange Bay area of Hanover. Rankin, he was shot and killed last week, Tuesday night, October 17, about 11 o'clock at Orange Bay in the parish of Hanover. Now, when I carried the story last week, I told you that Rankin, he was out on bail for rapeable charges and he was reporting on condition of bail. I also told you that Rankin, he was a bike taxi operator, but we are now finding out that that is not so. Rankin, him ride bike sometimes, yes, but Rankin, he was a thief. We are told that Rankin, he was a part of a group of hoodlums who go around between Westmoreland and Hanover and broke into houses and business places. But what we are learning is that Rankin and his crew, they broke into the wrong person's place. All the members of that crew are now marked for death, and it is suspected that that is the reason why Rankin was killed. Another guy who was a member of that thieving crew, I haven't yet gotten a photo for him, but his correct name is Carl White, but he was popularly known as Bagga. Bagga is said to be in his late 40s, about 48 or 49, and he was also living in the Green Island police area. We are told that Bagga, he has been in and out of jail and in and out of prison for breaking into houses and business places. Bagga, he was one of the persons who, along with Rankin, had broken into that place. yesterday afternoon, Monday, October 23, about 12:30. Residents of a place named Silver Spring in the parish of Westmoreland, close to the border of Hanover. They reportedly heard gunshots being fired and they called the police. When the police went and made checks, Tiefin Bagga, he was found lying on his back in a pool of blood. He had received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. He appeared to have died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 13 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Another hoodlum bites the dust. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land